We're in the hideout again. I was the king for just a short while there.
I didn't know the hideout was this place.
Can I get in the caravan? That feels like a very Swindon thing to do.
What are you trying to say about the Swindonese?
No, now I know it's slightly near the West Country. I feel like caravans are a
I
thing.
thought we should get a map out just to make sure.
I've checked.
Get your map out.
Have you googled it? I mean,
Yeah,
how far away from Swindon are we?
pretty far.
Apparently not very far at all.
Well, we're pretty far. So I also thought we could discuss some of my favourite conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
What is the favoritist?
I don't have a favourite. It's a list of 20 that I found on the internet, which is now my favourite list because I read it once and it's good. So number 1, the Beatles never existed. Discuss.
Are you not taking over the Paul is dead theory?
No. The Beatles never existed
So is this
at
like
all.
one of those massive Shazam, everyone's been brain...
Oh, what, like the Nelson Mandela effect?
No, like
Mandala.
there were a
Mandela.
series of actors who were similar looking who
Oh, so
portrayed the Beatles
Why?
the whole time. They're
Why-
like rotating.
Yeah, but
Why?
why? Like, the Paul is dead theory is kind of like fun to, and like, that has,
Oh, that is a robot.
like, actual things that you can say about it, but why? The thing is, it would be a lot easier for them to
Oh,
just
no.
be the Beatles rather than do some massive, like, let's trick everybody into thinking that the Beatles are a thing and they're not. Do you know what I mean?
Psych.
Like, somebody still had to write the music.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Like,
recorded
it's just way easier just for them to have done it themselves.
Maybe
Like
people are just
Occam's
good.
razor and all that, you know?
It's like the justice thing. Like, maybe they're just good. Maybe they're not Daft Punk in disguise.
I think it was that they had a ghost written by Sebastian. But
I don't
agreed.
know who that is.
Yeah.
He just sounds French.
Get that back, you idiot.
Okay, the next one.
Number 2 on
Number
your
2?
top 10 list.
President Obama can control the weather. No longer president, but can control the weather.
Can he still control the weather?
Do you know what? He's more likely to be able to control the weather than Donald Trump.
But he would do it the best, though. We can all agree it would be the best.
What, Trump?
Yeah,
I can
It would be
control
one, yeah.
all the weather, okay? It's the best weather.
it's the best weather. So the theory is that President Obama, former President Obama, used controlling the weather
Yeah.
to distract people from major political decisions.
Weather like what? Oh, it's a bit rainy today. What am I going to think about?
No, so
Obamacare.
apparently
How do I exit this?
right
There we go.
the right-leaning broadcasters and internet truthers suggested that the US government had created a tornado in Oklahoma, killing 24 people to distract from something that they were doing, and they caused the disaster on purpose
Well, I
Like,
mean,
what's his
I wouldn't put it
motivation?
past him.
What's the motivation for causing it on
to
purpose?
distract people. So it's like, oh, I just passed this legislation, but you won't know that because I just
I mean, I think we should go back
created
to
the
how.
wind.
Yeah.
I could have just literally put something.
No,
up
to be
and thrown it in the
fair, I
water.
think there is a certain amount of weather control that is possible. Like, in terms of, like, you can seed clouds to make them rain, kind
Yeah.
Do you mean like firing nuclear bombs into a tornado full of sharks?
No, but that sounds amazing.
Do you mean that factual documentary, Sharknado?
Well, is it not true that the
Wasn't that Sharknado
cloud
2?
seeding for years?
2 times the shark, 2 times the nadir.
Oh, hell no! That's too much science for me. On to the next theory.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm in a car now.
I've just spent the last
In or off?
5 minutes.
I'm in the bonnet.
I've just spent the last 5 minutes trying to put trash into a bin.
I'm just gonna lie here. I was doing that a minute ago. It was great.
Yes!
These remote control cars.
Yes! I am your king now.
Oh, I had the crown last time.
Come on,
Oh, yeah.
fucking get it off me then, you little bitch.
What? I did
Okay,
this.
the next one. Saddam Hussein had a Stargate.
Wait, I need to run for this bus.
Had a star.
Now I have the power. What a Stargate.
A Stargate, yeah.
See, these conspiracy theories are less like, oh, someone tried to do something, and more this very fictional thing that someone I know happened.
I can't get
Do you know Saddam Hussein?
Well, no, but like, it's not like,
Yeah, they're busy mates. Oh, there we go. I was a passenger for about a second.
While
There
you
we go.
guys are fucking with this, I'm trying to clear the environment in these streets.
I can't reverse.
You are king.
Stuck.
King in the Swindon.
So,
King in the slightly southwest.
King recycling.
George, I think this bus might be a bit late.
Oh my god.
I'm stuck.
This bus looks like it's being run by First.
Okay, Saved by the Bell was a vehicle for the Illuminati.
Oh, totally.
Right, give me some more details here. Bring it in.
Sell it to me.
Apparently there's a hidden message in the theme tune,
Yeah, in Morse code.
Is it backwards?
and then there are a lot of
Paul is dead, man.
there are a lot of like devil references and Satan references in it.
Right.
Apparently.
Satan references.
Oh yeah, I don't really know.
Why is it always Satan? Like, why not like
Is he not just a chill guy?
another religion's like
Bill.
shit?
Fucking Bill.
Fucking Bill.
Is that like because Satan's like such a clean?
Come here, you bastard.
Also, Satan sounds like a pretty cool guy.
That's pretty chill.
Not Santana.
Oh,
Different dude.
oh, I've got a guy now.
a froyo, yo?
I wanted you to sign. Oh, cracky.
I just exploded myself.
Yeah, apparently there's a hidden message in the theme tune, and a lot of the cast apparently have Illuminati ties, so that's the thing.
Apart from Screech, obviously. He's a meth here.
Hitler is still alive.
Straight, it's just that escalated very quickly.
Did you not know that? Has that not been proven? Lives in the centre of the earth with his dinosaurs.
Oh, clearly, like,
Time Sky 2.
Yeah, with I know, I thought.
I thought we were talking about Kung Fury.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about Kung Fury.
That's the past. He goes to the past in
Oh yeah, he does, because he travels in time on that super sweet skateboard. The Large Hadron Collider is a device for awakening an Egyptian god.
Which
For
one?
awakening an Egyptian god.
Are you sure these are conspiracy theories? Are you sure they're not just like?
Yeah, is this like some bloke deliberately trying to make up ridiculous conspiracy theories? If anybody
No, there are some
believes them?
websites. This one's by Mission Galactic Freedom.
Yeah, sound credible.
Oh, Large Hadron Collider exposed. The Stargate of Shiva.
The Stargate. I mean,
That sounds way more plausible.
they've got a catchy title at least.
Okay, I've got a big thing full of gas.
And what about the game?
What? What just happened?
Is CERN the new Osiris Tower?
Almost certainly.
A modern Stargate machine based on ancient technology.
Ancient technology.
It's not exactly old technology.
Oh god, there's so much. There's the problem with
I thought the whole thing with that Large Hadron Collider was that it was gonna like create. Well, it wasn't gonna because it never was, but people were saying it was gonna create a black hole.
Yeah, to summon an Egyptian god.
I don't think they were actually afraid of
Clearly.
that. I think that was like tabloids making up some shit,
Oh,
and the
absolutely.
scientists were actually like, "There's no chance that'll happen."
Slow
Like
news, no.
literally, that is not a thing that can happen.
The problem with conspiracy theory websites is that they're not very like nice to look at. They're quite full of
Spooky.
information.
Yeah.
Like if they presented their argument to me like not in Comic Sans, I might start being like, oh maybe you've put a lot of thought into the design
Is
of
that
this
actually
layout.
a Comic Sans?
No, but
Comic Sans is
look
actually
at
a really good font. If you're dyslexic.
yes, I do know that, but it doesn't make it any worse of a font. Better of a font.
Yeah, I mean, there's still
Oh
looks
good, look, here's some
gross and
pictures of
horrible.
the way that space bends, and then the way that these reeds bend in this Egyptian hieroglyphic.
shit.
Oh god, I've fallen so far down the wormhole.
I think.
Is this like saying the Earth is flat?
Oh god, there's so much information.
I'm gonna get you.
What's that? What's that
Strange
quote
panels with
from,
ancient writings.
The thing for the sake of it, where he's like, just bombard them with information, throw everything at them. I think that's their theory. Just everything, and then hopefully they'll just be too confused and be like, well, you know, you must have made a valid point in there somewhere.
There's a YouTube video as
Is
well.
Becky having a nap on a football field?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what have you got in your hand?
There we go.
boombox. Oh, I had a boombox. Do you have a boombox now?
Just like.
Okay, what's the next one then?
Okay, the next one is
Oh, it blew up.
this one comes with a fantastic picture as well.
Right, are you gonna show us all the picture?
The moon doesn't exist. And it's just a picture of the
statement.
it's just a picture of the moon that says not there.
Amazing.
I love the fact that they destroyed their own argument.
Not there.
So if the moon's not real, does that mean
What are they saying?
could have landed?
Is this like an extension of the flat Earth bullshit? Like, because what is it that we're seeing?
It's a hologram put there by persons unknown.
Persons unknown. Look at that. That get out of jail free card. Oh, who would have a motive to do that? I know, like persons unknown.
Some fucker with
Some
just
guy.
money.
Probably did it.
Some guy. The next one. So not only is Jay-Z a part of the Illuminati, he is a time-traveling vampire.
Right. Show me the evidence.
Is there a picture of him that says vampire time travel?
Oh, it was that. Do you remember that? Do you remember that photo of it of like some guy from 1939 who happened to look a bit like Jay-Z? This guy.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, he's a time-traveling vampire," because here he is looking suave in 1939. But I think the vampire is kind of unfounded.
It's just because
It just goes hand in hand. I mean, once you've made a jump that he's a time traveller, why the fuck not, you know?
might as well be a time traveling vampire rather than just a time
Well,
traveler.
that explains how he can be so old.
Well, no, if he's a time traveller, he would need to be a vampire. Because he can just be old by time travelling through time.
I see what you're saying.
This goes back to your theory of Hitler living at the centre of the Earth,
Yeah.
but the Earth is hollow.
Yeah. Well,
There are
I'm sorry, I
portals.
thought that was a given.
Yeah, obviously, and the portals are at the North and South poles.
The portals.
Portals.
That's
Yeah, very- I think they mean more
I thought it was
like.
under Mount
But
Rushmore.
people
big
have
doors.
been there to the North and South poles.
Have they ever come back?
Yes.
Oh yeah, even here it says.
Even
luckily-
fucking Top Gear went to the North Pole, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
they
they
did,
just
mate.
do shit.
And they're
don't
still
they?
here. They're douchebags.
What are they? They might have been replaced by lizards. It would make sense.
Illuminati.
But it says, yeah, even here it says, luckily though, it's quite habitable down there, providing excellent living quarters for the lost Viking colonies of Greenland and the Nazis.
And the Nazis.
What about Roanoke? Is
While
that
it-
down there as well?
No, but I actually watched a thing about it today.
Really?
It's definitely so easily explainable, but we just don't have any proof for it.
Totally missed. Good.
It was aliens. Dinosaurs helped build the pyramids.
That makes a lot of sense.
I
Like,
mean,
like tying a little thing on.
I'm pretty sure we know the pyramids were built like well after the dinosaurs.
But the Earth's only 6,000 years old.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I actually met a. Oh, it was my brother actually. He met a.
You met your brother.
Your brother is a flat earther, is that what you're saying?
No, he met like a completely staunch creationist who just was like who was in Australia and he was like, oh hi, you know, how you doing? And they got into a big conversation and then he
Hi,
was
how
like,
you
"Oh."
doing? Do you believe in the Earth?
Well, the conversation got over and he was like, oh, you know, like Aboriginal people and they're like and how cool that there was so much history there. And the guy was like, oh yeah. Obviously, I only believe the Earth is X number of years old. How long is it? 6,000 years old?
I mean, like,
And then it was like that was just the end of the conversation. It was just like,
I'm sorry if there are any creationists in the audience, but like,
Fuck you, you're
you're
crazy.
wrong, yeah.
You
my
were
audience is
vastly
like
wrong.
people, so.
What does this sign say?
Come here, Becky. I got a,
Ah!
a gas gun.
Please no!
I've got anything to light it with, so I can spray it at you.
Away! Oh, look how fast I'm
So,
going.
like, we've got some gas, we've got petrol. I found like one of those Caligas type
Oh my god, I'm so quick.
But we've got nothing to set off fire.
What's up here?
Other types of gas are available.
Gas.
So this kind of messes with my holiday plans, but Denver Airport is the home of all evil.
Why Denver Airport? Come on, you got it.
I mean, Heathrow's pretty bad.
I just kind of want to hear your theories of why you think these titles exist. I think maybe we should split into two groups, and one team should try and explain why it's true, and one team should explain why it's false.
Right, well, I think you'll find if you play a certain Led Zeppelin song backwards, it says Denver Airport is evil over and over again.
No, see what it is there's ley lines that
You've seen
cross
too much Ghost Adventures.
right over Denver Airport, and they go through all of the Satanist chapels in the USA.
Yeah,
That's
legit.
I thought it was done with divining rods, personally.
Yeah, and they've also got a.
We're not allowed
gift
to talk
shop
about
for
divine
the
rods.
Satanists.
I think if you actually plot the Earth on a map, you'll find that Denver Airport is the direct centre of the flat Earth.
No, it's
Is it-
dead centre.
Is it?
Is it not latitude 6 and time 6?
So longitude and latitude 66.
Okay, look. Okay, I'm gonna read their reasoning out
I
now.
bet their reasoning is as good as
If
ours.
you add up all the numbers that make up the name Denver Airport, you'll find that
Equals
it
666.
equals
In
600.
hexadecimal.
Base 12.
I think hexadecimal is base 16 actually, but yeah.
Do we not have base 12?
Technically correct. The best kind of correct.
They got
Apparently, there are just signs all over the airport that
Just say we love
lead
the
to
devil.
it. Yeah.
Oh, you know, I've actually seen this. They've got murals on the wall which are like totally Satanist.
Yeah, and then there's a really. They've just found this picture, which is a guy holding a sword over some children.
Yeah.
A woman
Yeah,
crying.
no, it's really fucking
and he's
weird.
holding with a rifle with a knife on the end of it.
I think it's just that the
Sorry, hang on. A knife or a pair of scissors?
like they're really weird murals. But I think it's just the artist
just
that they
weird.
commissioned to do it is a bit weird.
And why wouldn't you just like? Okay, so at work one time, this is in a job a while ago. We commissioned someone to. Commission's a strong word. We got someone in to put up some of their artwork. And it turned up, and we were like, oh, these pictures are pretty nice. And we looked at it, and there were just like razor blades and like pills in the photos, and we were just like,
Oh no.
what the fuck is this?
Oh dear.
What the fuck has happened here?
Oh.
But we just had to leave them up because they kept coming in.
Well, also,
all
if you
the
took them
time.
down, then like you were definitely gonna get murdered in your sleep.
Absolutely. I'm not fucking with someone who's taking pictures of razor blades and pills.
Were they there, razor blades and pills?
Bill's here.
Well, I'm assuming they were there because they bought them for the
Yeah, they
art
had-
piece.
How do I
but
fire myself out the cannon?
A.
Change angle.
Oh!
Yeah, you can move it
Is
up
that
and
the
down.
same angle that I left at? Actually, you'll miss those buildings.
Yeah, and there was some such fucking weird shit.
Tell you what is weird
Like,
that I've been getting a lot recently is the like advertising online is getting the algorithms are getting so good at like working out.
so I had this yesterday, and we were carrying a big half of a photo booth down some stairs. So I was just like, pivot, because in that situation, you would do. And
Not because of friends or anything.
I'm not kidding, not 30 seconds later, there was an advert on my phone that was like a cartoon of Friends saying pivot. And then like, oh, watch Friends here. I'm not kidding, less than 2 minutes later, with that exact quote. They could have used any quote from Friends,
So
but they chose that one. And then
Yeah.
there was another one I had a while ago.
Mics on your phone.
Yeah, I think
It's
I was
so
having a
weird.
conversation with my friends and literally just came up about like their female friend came in talking about needing some tampons or something. And literally the next Facebook advert on
as you
Facebook
do,
was about
just
tampons.
announce to the room.
What?
You clearly have no female friends.
no, I disagree that they're listening to your microphones. Just because, like, everyone. So I've got unlimited data on my phone, but most people don't. And the way that all of these systems work, it's cloud-based, so it has to send its data to somewhere to be.
Oh no, but you
Yeah,
can do
but under a
the
different system
you can do
set.
the you can do the analysis on the phone and then just send the like text that it analyzes.
But also as well, I was connected to the Wi-Fi.
Ouch.
I was at work,
But
so
I
I was
think-
connected to the
Like
Wi-Fi.
the phone, the actual text to speech happens on the phone, or speech to text, and then it just sends the text.
Yeah.
See, I'm with you. I'm a bit dubious that it does, but I have no other explanation for how
I
this
totally
has happened
believe it
like
does.
4 times.
Yeah.
I think
It's happened
because
so
it's
frequently.
No, I think.
Although it can go wrong. Like I have recently, like I was just kind of like a bit interested, and I looked at like just
I just play you up as well.
just curious, and like I looked at some like the websites for the banks that really rich people use,
Yeah.
and then I started getting loads of adverts for like wealth management. And like really weird YouTube adverts that
Yeah.
were like, you could come to this place on your holiday and spend your massive wealth, because like really wealthy people, they really don't need money to like have fun. It was like it's really weird advert,
Yeah.
but
So
obviously it
strange.
assumed that because I went to what was it, Coots and Co, which is like the bank for crazy rich people. I went to their website and then
What
it
that
assumed that I had loads of wealth
Now you're rich.
to manage.
Yeah. God, George, where are the funds, man? Where are the funds? Let's see the papers.
Personally, I think this advert thing.
Oh mate, 80s hip hop frog.
Yeah.
I think these adverts are actually more the fact that we're exposed to so many adverts these days.
Where's my crown gone?
Oh, it's just confirmation bias.
Yeah. You just create a confirmation bias by you
You
talk about Friends, and then there's a Friends advert. You're like, oh my god, but you.
No, but it was like literally 30 seconds later.
Yeah, but
I haven't seen one since.
How many times have you had random adverts that you've been like, why is this here? This has got absolutely nothing to do with me. And it's just the algorithms trying to guess what you.
I think there's a mixture going on, really. There's no doubt that they definitely target ads based on like
search
history and
But I didn't really watch Friends.
post history.
So why has it come up on my thing? Like this is why I was so like,
Like, this music
what
is
the
fucking
fuck?
funky.
Who did this?
I think it's definitely a conspiracy theory that
Who did
is yet
this?
to be proven.
I'm gonna. Do you know what?
Becky's
Right.
first
Okay.
conspiracy theory.
I'm gonna scroll down my Instagram and I'm gonna tell you the adverts that come up
I'm stuck.
if they're appropriate.
I'm stuck.
Are you stuck in the wall?
I'm stuck on a wall. Help.
That's because you didn't believe in the theory, Matt.
Help
Being
me.
taken by it.
I'm coming to disco funk you out.
Help me. I'm stuck on a wall.
Okay.
Mate, you've got a little boombox as well.
Check out my dancing. Oh, I'm off.
There you go.
I hope this music isn't copyrighted.
God, yeah. Kill all the game audio for a while.
You can just kill the game audio and I'll just sing it for you. Okay, so the first advert that's come up is for a t-shirt company, which I have looked at.
Right.
Fair enough. Oh.
There's going to be some tenor lady in a minute.
No one can know I'm getting old. Sorry.
I was more because he's picking up the farting in the background.
Oh, okay. Sometimes I'll just...
I love how like on his little arms like doing that. Like, what?
Space Jam.
You.
Oh, is that supposed to do that?
You're looking for more adverts.
Oh, this one's also that piece of artwork with
Tulo.
Steve from Stranger Things on,
Yeah.
which I
You
did
also
click
looked
on,
at earlier.
in fairness. Am I just unravelling my own theory here? Oh, this next one happens to be about something else.
It's been listening to what we're saying, so now it's trying to disprove it on purpose.
Yeah, I reckon it probably. It's like they're talking about.
That's why you can't prove it ever.
God.
The next advert going to be on confirmation.
But well, there was a. I mean, it's just one data point, but there was a thing on Reddit a few days ago of there was a guy who they deliberately. I think they talked about cat food.
Deliberate guy.
Right.
Deliberately only around the phone, like a phone that was completely wiped apart from
Cat food.
like,
Yeah.
and they never spoke about it at any other point apart from when they were around this phone.
And they didn't have a
And like the next day, and they didn't have a cat. They'd never spoken about cat food before. And then the next day, they saw adverts for cat food, and
Yeah.
they'd never got adverts for cat food before.
Do you wanna try something now? Do you wanna try talking about something random and see if it comes up?
We need to pick a thing like something that we definitely won't have had adverts for before.
cat food.
Well, no, because
That's not
Virtual
true.
reality porn.
All of my saved videos on here.
it's
are
got to be
just
like
stupid animals.
like a regular
football?
everyday thing that there definitely will be.
What about football?
Football, yeah, we don't
I
need to
don't
talk about
talk
football.
about football.
We
I
talk-
really like that Ronaldo guy. And
Oh yeah, have you
And-
heard about Messi?
have you heard of football?
Football.
Kick the football, do the sport football.
And
I hear that Michael Owen
There's a
is
Donald
a
Trump
thing.
frog. Look,
Oh my god!
there's a Trump frog.
Donald Trump.
You can't even get to him because of this protester.
No, I think
Ironically.
I think he's a guard. Got a suit
But
on.
why has he got a big protest flag then?
Maybe.
Oh, do you want to hear the next conspiracy theory while we're waiting for my phone to confirm that I'm totally correct?
What's that?
Hillary Clinton is actually dead, replaced by a body double.
Body double, not a robot.
Body double.
She did have that like slightly funny turn when she was getting into a cab one time, right?
Right, Donald.
What do you mean, like where her head twisted 360? Just,
No, that's the exhaust.
I think that she was probably just like had a bit of a sort of exhaustion moment.
That's because she's dead, isn't she?
Well, probably.
Oh, postmodern
They just
jukebox.
reanimated her body.
Yeah.
It's got to be pretty hard work.
Filled it with a robot. Like Tommy was out. Okay, this is my main conspiracy theory. It's not really a conspiracy
This is
theory.
the one that Becky actually believes.
It's just a theory of it's a web. It's an interconnected web of just so much shit. Okay, where is he from? I just have a lot of questions. They're not really theories. They're just questions. Where is he from? Why is he the way that he is? I do think that maybe he is a test robot from Japan. That's why his skin is so melted, because the robot heats up and then his skin melts.
Is
I
he
mean,
not
you
a
wouldn't.
Jedi?
I don't know. I honestly can't answer any of these questions because I don't know yes or no either way.
I think he's a Jedi.
But if he's a robot with some skin on, that's why he's melting. Because can you imagine putting like a computer inside like a
Tommy
suit?
Wiseau suit.
Yeah.
And that's
Tommy Wiseau suit.
Yeah, it didn't really work.
awesome.
I thought I'd get away with that.
Yeah, there's no ventilation.
That's
You know?
why his English and grammar is so terrible.
What a story, Mark.
What a story,
Because
man.
he's set phrases that he can't.
No, he's a learning computer. He's learning as he goes.
not learn. I'm just parking on Donald.
Hi, doggy.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Okay, I'm gonna get to the end of this list and I'm just gonna call it a day. I've had enough of this.
Enough of us disproving your conspiracy theory. Your very reasonable conspiracy theories.
They're so
I like the
reasonable.
one about the Stargate.
What, Saddam Hussein's Stargate?
What?
Saddam Hussein's Stargate.
Yeah, it didn't even be like Stargate's real. It's just like he's got one. It's like that very factual TV program.
Oh, my phone's crashing.
Gonna get you. Gonna get you.
Boop, 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 boop.
Why is it when I'm lying down farting I go faster than a dump truck?
Oh, lying down farting, you can go the fastest.
Whoa!
Are you holding on to my dump truck?
No, not anymore.
Also, if you go,
Apparently I have to be face down as well.
My handbrake turn the
when you do
dump
that,
truck.
you explode them.
Would you believe me if I told you there was an advert for football? There's not. Would you believe if I told you just to prove that I'm right? It is a thing.
Oh, the FA Cup. I really like that.
The UEFA Champions League. Is that the sort of thing?
Really want tickets to that?
I would like tickets to Arsenal.
To the Barclays Premier League.
Sky Sports.
Not sponsored. We're not sponsored.
Other banks are available.
Santander, no, that's Formula 1, isn't it?
What about if we just talk shit about it? Like something else like John Lewis's shit.
What's wrong with John? I quite like John Lewis.
I don't know, I'm just trying to see if it
I have only affection for John Lewis. Ooh.
The problem is that the John Lewis in Sheffield does kind of feel like it is still that 80s shop, but they've done it up inside. Like, it's just that they've...
I'm holding up the book.
Like, everything in it is fancy, but then you
That
look
is like the worst John Lewis in the world.
you look at the walls and you're just like, what happened in here? Why are all these people here? What happened to you poor people that this is still here?
My boombox doesn't make.
I think aren't they going to rebuild it? I think they're going to rebuild it.
I don't know.
I think they're going to knock it down first.
They're probably going to use the funds from the Christmas advert to rebuild Sheffield John Lewis. They're going to build it out in Dor, though, in the fancy bit, because there's no point in it being in the city centre.
Because I think it used to be like an independent department store.
It was Cole Brothers.
Cole Brothers,
yeah.
that's the one.
That's what my mum calls it, anyway. Do you want to hear the last conspiracy theory, and then we're going to come off this stupid fucking game?
Yeah, that sounds like a top idea.
Okay, so
I've just been lying on my face for the past 10 minutes.
it's not like built up to anything. This is just the last one.
Oh, I wasn't expecting it to
I'm
be really
sorry.
good.
Michael Jackson was killed by the Iranian government.
I mean, it's quite a good one. What does it say the motive?
How?
This just bring up more questions than answers. Yeah.
So the day that the King of Pop died, Twitter broke from the influx of RIP tweets, which knocked hashtag Iran election off the trending top spot.
Ah, so it was another cover-up.
According to some pundits, this prevented Iranian protesters from using the service to organise protests against the president and his manipulation.
So yeah, I feel like how could they
Iran
possibly have known that would
Better than
happen?
using Twitter.
Like they won't. Like surely they won't have known that there would have been enough tweets to bring down Twitter.
Sorry, but if you just lie on the ground and press A, it looks like it's twerking.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently it just was killing a rebellion movement.
I mean,
I feel like now we know that would be a thing,
yeah.
but not back
I don't know,
when.
there's no way of you knowing like what
Also
Twitter's
got one
capacity is either.
Yeah.
Unless they had like people on the inside.
Oh, I just found another article called "The 10 Strangest Biblical Conspiracy Theories."
Biblical conspiracy theories.
I feel like that might be one for another video.
Yeah, let's not start that. So anyway,
Catch you by the hair.
bye guys.
Well, I'm having fun now. I don't want to stop.
No.
I'm holding
goodbye,
up the
Matt.
bypass personally.
Goodbye, Matt.
Bye, Becky. Bye.
Bye, Mark.
Oh, bye, Mark.
See you later.